Swinging Into Action is a licensed property, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Spider-Man is arguably the most popular superhero of all time.
Batman, though?
No.
Or is Batman just overexposed? And
Batman's overexposed, but Spider-Man is Spider-Man has been on almost every team that exists in Marvel, Avengers, X-Men,
Spider-Man was an X-Men?
Yeah, Spider-Man was an X-Men for a little while.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Big Gator Boy alert.
Spider-Man. So this new Spider-Man game really makes you feel like you are Spider-Man. Like, I'm sure anyone who's heard anything about Spider-Man has already heard the same things. The web swing feels amazing. Like the superheroing feels great.
I'm so jealous.
Like, everything about the game is damn near perfect.
All my friends are talking about it. I'm seeing all the gameplay videos and the tips and just people talking about it in general. And oh man, I can't wait to get to play this game because
it is the first game that I've played in like the past 2 or 3 years where I literally played for like 13 hours straight.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like, uncontrollably.
I tried to text you a couple of times.
Uncontrollably.
You weren't there. It's like,
I was in a whole other place. It was absurd. Like from scouring for backpacks and collectibles to like opening up the communication towers to unlock the rest of the map to unlocking the other villains that you have to face because there are other villains that you fight that aren't even part of the main storyline. They're just benefiting from the things that are happening in the main storyline. So they become more powerful.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Just everything about the game is great.
So
now,
go ahead.
Here's what I want to talk about in Spider-Man that's going to be probably the most different thing than anybody else is speaking about.
Oh, let's hear this.
I am 67% of the way through. I know that for a fact because I checked. And I have not done a single upgrade.
Is this the one where you can like get a lot of upgrades and you have all this experience points to spend?
There are so many upgrades and things you can do, and I've literally used the same costume, except for like a quick 10-minute spin that I did with like an exclusive.
Is that the one I sent you?
No, not that one. I haven't read that one in. No, it's a costume that you get from doing a series of side missions, and I won't spoil it for anybody. But you do a series of side missions and you get this extra costume or this extra suit. And I just like the way it looks. So I was like, I'm going to use this suit for a few minutes. And then after that, I was like, I'm going to go back to using the regular suit because I don't really care about using this suit. And yeah, I haven't done any upgrades. And the only gadgets that I've unlocked are the ones that are story progression, like forced unlock. Like you cannot
the ones that allow you to get to places.
You cannot continue the story without getting these gadgets. Like not even like they literally, you cannot get past the screen that says hold to craft this gadget. There's no option but to craft the gadget at certain story beats based on like what you're doing.
Wow. So is it just because it's too easy, or are you just having too much fun with the main system?
I don't know if it's too easy or if I'm just having too much fun because there are definitely moments where like I've died a ton of times, so it's obviously not too easy, but it's accomplished. Like I've accomplished 67% of the game without upgrading a single thing or using any skill points or like literally the exact way that I started the game is where I am right now, which is absurd. And I don't know if it's because the game is too easy or I'm having too much fun, but I am having the time of my life swinging all over the place and just doing side missions and you know how I feel about open world games. I hate open world games. But this reminds me of how much fun I had playing Infamous Second Son.
Would you liken it more to Infamous than Arkham? Because everyone's doing the Arkham comparison, but I don't really see that.
I don't know why everybody's like. I can see why everybody's comparing it to Arkham because it has a lot of similar play styles. It's very similar in like the combat system. But again, Spidey is a better superhero. So a lot of stuff that Batman did in the Arkham series was like, oh wow, Batman's super flexible and agile all of a sudden. Like where did he get all this speed from? And like backflips. Like there's times where Batman is dodging and he's not even touching the floor. I've never seen him do anything like that before.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man is a lot like Spider-Man's stealth. Like the stealth missions are phenomenal.
They're stealth missions.
They're stealth missions. There are missions where you don't even play as Spider-Man or Peter Parker.
Oh man.
You play as other characters that exist in the story. Like the story, there's just so much going on in this world that this is gonna be one of the first games that I 100% look at.
If you finish this game and you're not around, I'm having you mail it to me. I will pay shipping.
I will pay freight shipping to mail it. I mean, so a couple things that just like struck me very quickly because of how in depth into the game I am. So there was a huge story moment that was changed from when it was first announced to now. And I don't know if anybody else caught it, but it's not really a spoiler because everyone knows Martin Lee is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. But in the original E3 trailer, where they like the first gameplay trailer we get to play, which you do actually play that sequence in the game, like the entire helicopter, like swinging the wrecking ball, like that whole sequence plays out in the game. The thing that changed that I don't really know why, like nobody's really spoken on. In the E3 sequence, we see Martin Lee, Mr. Negative, inside that helicopter. In the actual game, he's not in that helicopter at all. at all. So it's like, whoa, that was a kind of weird bait and switch. Like, why'd you guys do that? We already like saw that.
Was he in any other part of the game before?
Yeah, he's in the rest of the game completely. But just that moment was switched completely.
I actually like it when they do that.
It was very, very interesting.
There's a bunch of games that would change the way a scene plays out from the E3 trailer to the final project. Actually, Halo did that a lot, where they had a scene and it plays out a certain way, and then suddenly that scene is nowhere in the game at all, or it's completely changed.
It's like the whole thing is exactly the same up until that part, and like I don't know why it resonated with me so much, but it was interesting. As of right now, Spider-Man is on track to getting a solid 10.
I like that. Do you think it's Game of the Year material in this age full of great games?
It is Game of the Year material. Definitely Game of the Year.
It would be going up against God of War and
Red Dead.
Red Dead. Yeah, a lot of stuff that still hasn't come out yet because everyone's just putting out all the good games in November. But whatever.
What makes it really like I said, like I just keep saying is like I don't like open world games, but Spider-Man, because the open world feels like exactly where Spider-Man belongs. It doesn't feel like an open world. Like nothing feels like a tedious task to me. It all feels like this is what I'm supposed to do as a superhero.
Well, you also have a lot of freedom because you get to just web sling wherever you want for the most part, and
except
that's gotta be
Manhattan.
fun. Oh yeah,
Can't be
but you can go wherever you want.
I tried.
You can web swing all over the place. It's probably fun to move around in the city.
Oh yeah, tons of fun.
The only thing that was just a quick red flag for me. Did you just say they were radio towers?
Yes. So
question to everyone: Why? Why are we still here with the radio towers?
And this is how good Insomniac is at making games.
Let's hear it.
So there were a lot of things that I questioned before starting to play the game, right? Like for example, how does Spider-Man progress if we know he's already old Spider-Man or older Spider-Man? How do we deal with him missing pieces of his suit or missing equipment or like needing new equipment? Handled extremely well. It's not that he's missing equipment. It's that another character in the story finds out something about Spider-Man that prompts him to suggest changes to certain gadgets. So now you are upgrading gadgets and receiving new equipment based on other people's suggestions in the world. It's not just like, oh, Spider-Man's learning to be Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man knows how to be Spider-Man. But other people are like, you could probably use this now. And he's like, oh, wow, I didn't think of that. You're right, I could. And he makes it. The other thing with in regards to the towers, it's not that Spider-Man doesn't know what Manhattan looks like.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what Manhattan looks like. He's not fixing the towers for himself. He's fixing them for the police force.
Really?
Because things happened that damaged the police force's intercoms, and he has to go up and fix them. And that's how the rest of the map gets opened up.
Oh,
and
right.
how does that tie into Spider-Man? Well, Spider-Man's suit is connected to the intercoms, which is how he finds all the crimes
the
that are
police
happening.
radio on.
Yeah, he has the police radio. The suit is tapped into the system. So when the system goes down for the police, it also went down for Spider-Man. So that's where that's how they avoid the Assassin's Creed clutch of just like, oh, you just gotta climb up to these things and jump down for fun. No, it all makes sense.
Yeah, that's the best.
Makes sense.
That's the best excuse I've heard so far. I know there's some that will contextualize it better than other Assassin's Creed, who pretty much made it famous.
Yep.
We're actually the worst ones at explaining why you need to do that. They said, oh, you have to climb to the top to synchronize with your ancestors' memories, and then they'll remember what the place was like. They didn't need to do that. I would have expected my ancestors to not know the area unless they climbed to the top of a church.
Exactly. It was. But Spider-Man explains it very well. Made it fun. Made it fun. Like I was actively enjoying searching out the different towers and landmarks and backpacks, and like every side quest is really just a fetch quest. But it's because it's Spider-Man. Like it makes sense to me that I'm going around the city searching for these things. Like every single chase this task makes sense.
I'm with it. I want to play this so bad. You have no idea. Well, you probably do, but I just heard endless compliments, and that's obviously one of the games that's got to be played this year, hands down.
Hands down. One of the best games that I've played so far. What is your favorite Spider-Man moment if you've played it?
Hey, this is Chet from Hard Mode Gamers. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Click that like button, thumbs up, click that subscribe button. We appreciate anything you can offer, even if it's just a moment of your time. We have plenty more of this content available to you at our website at hardmodegamers.com or right here on YouTube. Check us out, and thank you.